wished English felt as natural as your first language? Imagine thoughts flowing directly into English, without any mental translation. It's not magic, it's brain training. We're unlocking the secrets to think effortlessly in English. Forget the mental hurdles. Let's rewire your mind. Welcome to English Brain Shift, where we turn language learning into a fascinating mental adventure. Join me, and let's make English your second nature. The very concept of thinking in a second language might initially appear as an insurmountable cognitive challenge, a feat reserved for the linguistically gifted. However, it's fundamentally a process of neural adaptation, of cultivating new synaptic connections. When we acquire a language, our brains construct intricate networks linking words, grammatical structures, and abstract concepts. In the nascent stages of learning, these networks are fragile, demanding conscious effort and deliberate recall. However, through consistent and targeted practice, these connections solidify, becoming automatic and effortless. Consider the analogy of learning a complex motor skill, like playing a musical instrument or mastering a martial art. Initially, each movement, each sequence, requires deliberate thought and precise execution. But with dedicated practice, the movements become ingrained, the skill flows naturally, and the activity becomes an extension of your physical expression. Training your brain to think in English operates on a similar principle. It's about nurturing those neural pathways until English becomes your default cognitive mode. A significant impediment to this cognitive transformation is the persistent reliance on mental translation. We encounter an English sentence and instinctively convert it into our native language, formulate a response in our native language, and then painstakingly translate it back into English. This laborious process consumes valuable cognitive resources, hindering fluency and natural expression. It's akin to navigating a complex labyrinth with blindfolds and weighted limbs. To cultivate genuine English thought, we must bypass this translation bottleneck and establish direct neural pathways between English concepts and their corresponding expressions. So, how do we embark on this cognitive rewiring? The cornerstone of this transformation is immersive exposure. Surround yourself with English in every facet of your life. Integrate it into your daily routines. Transform your digital environment by setting your devices, applications, and social media platforms to English. Immerse yourself in the auditory landscape of English by listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and radio programs. Engage with the visual narrative of English through movies, television shows, and documentaries, even if you initially struggle to comprehend every nuance. The objective is to saturate your brain with the rhythm, intonation, and vocabulary of English, creating an environment where English becomes the default linguistic setting. It's akin to immersing yourself in a new cultural context, where you absorb the language through continuous and pervasive exposure. A potent technique for fostering English thought is to engage in continuous internal monologue in English throughout your day. Begin by meticulously describing your immediate surroundings, your ongoing activities, and your internal thoughts. Narrate your experiences in English, even mundane tasks. I am preparing a cup of tea. I am adding a slice of lemon. The steam rises, carrying the fragrant aroma. This practice compels your brain to generate English sentences spontaneously, bypassing the need for translation. You can also construct elaborate mental scenarios in English. Envision conversations, plan your daily schedule, or reflect upon past experiences. The more you engage in this mental exercise, the more robust and efficient the neural pathways become. Visual associations are indispensable tools for establishing direct neural connections. When encountering a new English word, resist the temptation to merely memorize its translation. Instead, create a vivid mental image or association. For instance, when learning the word ephemeral, visualize a fleeting sunset or a delicate butterfly. This visual connection establishes a direct link between the word and its meaning, bypassing the need for translation. Employ flashcards adorned with images and corresponding English words to reinforce these associations. Vocalizing your thoughts in English is paramount for solidifying mental patterns. When you think in English, articulate your thoughts aloud, even in solitude. The act of verbalizing your thoughts strengthens the neural connections, making them more readily accessible. It's akin to practicing a musical instrument. You must hear the sounds and feel the vibrations to achieve mastery. Engage in role-playing exercises, simulating conversations with imaginary individuals. This practice cultivates fluency and spontaneity in English expression. Reading extensively in English is a powerful catalyst for cognitive adaptation. However, don't merely read passively. Adopt an active reading approach. Highlight unfamiliar vocabulary, annotate the text with your own insights, and summarize the content in your own English words. You can also experiment with reading aloud, which combines visual and auditory input. Select reading materials that align with your interests, ensuring sustained engagement. Writing in English is equally crucial for developing fluency and articulation. Maintain a journal or diary in English, documenting your daily experiences, your reflections, and your emotional responses. This practice cultivates the ability to express yourself naturally in English. You can also challenge yourself by writing stories, essays, or creative pieces, expanding your vocabulary and grammatical range. One of the most formidable obstacles to thinking in English is the fear of making mistakes. But remember, mistakes are not setbacks. They are invaluable learning opportunities. Don't allow the fear of imperfection to impede your progress. Embrace mistakes as a natural part of the learning process. Each error provides valuable feedback, guiding you towards greater fluency. It's akin to a scientist conducting experiments. You learn from both successful and unsuccessful outcomes. Consistency is paramount. Dedicate a portion of each day to training your brain in English, even if it's just for a few minutes. Integrate English into your daily routine, making it an integral part of your life. It's akin to building muscle strength. You must exercise it regularly to achieve results. Don't become discouraged if you don't witness immediate progress. Cognitive rewiring requires sustained effort and unwavering patience. Engage in active listening. Don't merely listen passively. Listen with focused attention. Pay close attention to the speaker's intonation, rhythm, and vocabulary. Attempt to anticipate the speaker's next words. You can also practice shadowing, which involves repeating the speaker's words immediately after they are spoken. This technique enhances your pronunciation and fluency. Utilize English language resources. Explore the vast array of apps, websites, and podcasts designed to facilitate English language acquisition. Select resources that are engaging and relevant to your interests. Consider joining online communities or language exchange groups, which provide opportunities to practice speaking and listening with native English speakers. Visualize your goals. Create vivid mental images of yourself speaking English with fluency and confidence. Envision yourself engaging in successful conversations, delivering compelling presentations, and expressing yourself effectively. This mental rehearsal cultivates confidence and motivation. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. Each successful conversation, each comprehended sentence is a testament to your progress. This positive reinforcement sustains your motivation and commitment. Cultivate patience and persistence. Cognitive rewiring is a gradual process that demands sustained effort. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Maintain your focus and continue practicing, and you will achieve your linguistic goals. Remember, you are not merely learning a language. You are transforming your brain, constructing new neural pathways that will unlock a world of opportunities. Embrace the power of metacognition. Become aware of your own thought processes and linguistic habits. Observe how you approach English. Identify your strengths and weaknesses, and adapt your strategies accordingly. This self-awareness is crucial for accelerating your progress. Engage in mindful language practice. Dedicate specific periods of time to focused English immersion, where you consciously avoid using your native language. This practice helps to create a mental space where English becomes the dominant mode of thought. Explore the cultural context of English. Immerse yourself in English-speaking cultures through literature, film, and music. This cultural understanding deepens your connection to the language and enhances your fluency. Seek feedback from native speakers. Engage in conversations with native English speakers and ask for constructive feedback on your pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. This external perspective can provide valuable insights and accelerate your learning. Remember, you are not merely learning a language. You are transforming your brain, constructing new neural pathways that will unlock a world of opportunities. Embrace the journey with curiosity and perseverance, and you will achieve your linguistic goals. Training your brain to think in English is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and growth. Embrace the challenges, savor the process, and persevere with unwavering determination. With consistent practice and a positive mindset, you will unlock the power of English and express yourself with unparalleled fluency and confidence. Thank you for joining me on Neural Nexus English Brain Architecture. Until next time, keep thinking in English.